All right, so good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. And it is Monday morning, fresh off the back of a weekend of politics, everything that you could think about. All right, so I'll tell you what, we're going to get into it. It is March 24th. We are at the start of a week that will bring us to a long weekend, which is coming up this weekend. Yes, fellas, we have a long weekend coming up. All right. So we're going to get into things very quickly here because we have a few things to talk about, a few people making moves, a few people resigning, people on social media blowing it out of proportion, but we're going to get to that. In the meantime, unfortunately, we have some sad news to start with. Parang singer Susan Maiku has died. She passed away. Of course, she was in the hospital and so on and so forth just recently. And then they said she had taken a turn for the better and she was doing well and she was, and then boom, she died. So condolences going out to her family. Of course, all right, we extend our condolences. And Chief Secretary slams ex-Prime Minister on hotel. He says we want Sandals on our terms. Sandals is back up in the discussion. When the former Prime Minister went to open the airport that will be fully functional in a month time or something so, or however long from now, he didn't mention Sandals, all right? So Tobago House of Assembly Chief Secretary Fali Augustine says Tobago wants a Sandals branded hotel on the island but on its own terms. He slammed former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley for saying Tobagonians were opposed to the construction of the hotel 6 years ago. And we have Parang singer Susan Maiku dying at hospital. Once again, condolences to her family. A young mechanic shot dead in Carenage. The Alsing slams decision to suspend the SWRE consultant, says to reinstate Dr. Tilok Singh. Oh, what a nice heart we have when it's an election year. And so, in a swift response to the suspension of Dr. Joel Tilok Singh, the health minister has directed that the consultant be immediately reinstated despite ongoing investigations. Dr. Tilok Singh, a specialist in internal medicine, endocrinology, and diabetes at the Southwest Regional Health Authority, was placed on administrative leave after his Ask the Doctor weekly column in the Trinidad Guardian was published on March 21st. Titled The Emperor's New Hospital. It critiqued the opening ceremony of the central block of the Port of Spain General Hospital and the state of the healthcare system. Papayo. So there was this controversial article that he wrote, and that led to him being put or sent on, suspended. And the minister felt, because, election is just about, a few weeks away. Said, no, reinstate him. Yeah? Oh, you gotta love it. We're gonna get to this headline. Tech expert says, be wary of AI use in election campaign. Suspected bandit fatally shot in Claxton Bay. Ex-ACP sues AG and Commissioner of Police over abuse of power and victimization, and that's retired Assistant Commissioner of Police Totoram Duki. La Romaine runner 862 fatally struck by a car. Wow. That is Bagwandine Frankie. He was fatally struck by a car before dawn on March 23rd while jogging near the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Taruba. But that person had to be speeding. Was a silver Tida driven by a 24-year-old man from Reform Village, Gasparillo. He was heading east and struck him. They claim to have not seen him, but heard a noise. In Darsing Knox Wassa, drought in Kuva South. Right? Those are some of the headlines in the paper this morning. All right? Imagine that, boy, you get up and go on for a nice little morning run and meet your fate. Law enforcement agency says influx of synthetic drugs concerning. Well, yeah. Why wouldn't it be? NACTA poll says voters mixed on incumbents in April 28th election, and the Law Association questioned on fees collection policy. All right, so those are some of the headlines in the paper this morning. We're 7 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock, and I want to get through as much as I can in the first hour. We have Eid nights coming up at the top of the hour, and then we're going to close with another topic that is very interesting in the second hour, so I want to stay tuned for that. But introducing Olive's House Senior Care Facility, which is located in the serene Sangre Chiquito area of Sangre Grande at Rosie Latchman Avenue, Eastern Main Road, James Smart Village. And Olive's House is beautifully situated with a spacious main area, full living and dining rooms, fully equipped medical wards, as well as assisted living quarters, inclusive of all required amenities. It's designed to offer comfort, freedom of movement, and support to your loved ones in their senior years. Olive's House is operated 24/7 by staff of professional qualified geriatric personnel with hot meals prepared daily according to specified dietary requirements. And the service is always warm and friendly, as all clients are treated with the respect and dignity that their years demand. So to find out more about the services offered, you can contact Olive's House Senior Care Facility on 232-6367, 291-7919, or 3744-165. You can also find them on Facebook and Instagram. That is Olive's House. Make sure and check them out, people. Also, Chef Shiraz has several courses currently. Some are in full swing and some will begin as early as the 3rd of April. And that includes bartending and mixology. There's the baking and pastry course. There's the creative international cuisine, the certificate in culinary arts, and the cake decorating. Payment plans are available, as well as job opportunities. That's right, I didn't stutter. Job opportunities. All right, so for more information, you can call or WhatsApp Chef about the dates and those job opportunities and payment plan on 3724639 or 737-5097. Those are the numbers to call. Give Chef a call. And while we talk about everything that's going on, like I said in the paper this morning, young mechanic shot dead in Carenage, as well as some other headlines over the weekend as it relates to crime. A suspected bandit was fatally shot in Claxton Bay as well. So, you know, when you think of crime, you think of flow and armor security. So no matter the space or the budget, your home deserves more than just security. It deserves armor security, powered by Flow in partnership with All Pro, a home security solution that protects what matters most for just $4 a day. Visit Flow in-store or online at discoverflow.co for details. And Flow, bringing security home. And do not forget, people, Run Stefan Run is on. We had to reschedule it. We're coming to the end of March, going into April, and we pushed it back to the 25th of May. The 25th of May is Run Stefan Run. I am urging you all to get yourselves registered. Treat it as if it was still the 27th of April, please. We put in a lot of effort into this. We have a little extra time that we could try to make it a little, we could try to, get some more prizes and all kind of thing, make the thing real nice. All right? You also have more time if you want to engage in any sort of sponsorship, so on and so forth. But May 25th, QRC, 6 a.m., get registered online at trinbagoevents.com. You have any problems there, you can call 482-5531. That is 482-5531. And of course, if you are interested in, sponsorship, promotion on the day, anything like that, what you need to do is call 345-3380. That is Avion. 345-3380. Avion will give you all the information. This is the biggest 5K in Trinidad and Tobago as it relates to purse money. That's right, $5,000 first prize, male and female, sponsored by Blazers, as well as other prizes all the way up to 10th place. And 10th place carries a prize of $500. That's almost half of what a winner is getting our next 5K. is where you're getting for 10th place. For the people that come out to support the cause, the two terrific causes that we're engaged in, we have tons of prizes and giveaways for you guys. We have tons of things to give away, so make sure and come out, support the cause is the most important thing. All right, I want the viewers to know that. Supporting the cause is the most important thing. The Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago and the Couva Children Crisis Center. This is for children this year. All right, to help those children, underprivileged children. Children didn't ask to come into this world, you know. They were brought here, right? They didn't knock down a door saying, I want to come in, I want to come in. And some of them end up in circumstances that they cannot, beyond their control. And it is for that reason we're going to try to give as much assistance to them as possible. So like I said, we're looking at 800 people registration. We ask you to come out early, get yourself registered early so that we can do distribution early. All right, your customized medal, everything you're getting. All right, your t-shirt, your customized medal, what we just give them again? We just give them, some of the ladies will get some tights. All right. So if you don't get a t-shirt, you get tights. We have some tights something available. All right. So it is Run Stefan Run, definitely on this year, May 25th. All right. We just push it back because of the election of April 28th. All right. So I'll tell you what. A few things happened over the weekend that I want to highlight. You know, people talking all kind of talk, right? I've been monitoring social media and it's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And people seem to be getting caught up with the small things rather than the big issues. They tend to be looking at certain things because they are short-term memory now. So they're looking at certain things in the present and forgetting all the atrocities of the past. But one of the things that they're keeping their eye on is who jump in ship and who move in here and who move in there. Right? So I'm going to go through and start with Wendy Lewis. I remember we interviewed Wendy Lewis on this program not too long ago, a little bit earlier this year. And I think it was a breakfast party on San Fernando Hill or something, the mayor this have, and she was part of the organizers and so on and so forth. Apparently she has been a PNM, or she has been affiliated with the PNM or worked with the PNM for a very long period of time. And she has now switched over to the UNC. So I want you to play what Wendy Lewis had to say. This is courtesy Guardian Media. Hit me that now, and let's get the ball rolling.
I have been Monday. I felt it was the right thing to do because for the past 9.5 years, I have been victimized. So for me, my allegiance went when Mr. Patrick Manning went. So I had to make a decision on moral and ethical grounds. I have known John Michael Ali-Lucas for over 2 decades. So I prefer to put people over politics as well. He's my friend for forever and a day, and he wants to represent the people. I know the constituency inside out. I've been in politics for 26 years, and I understand that politics is about people. So if I recognize that people are not being represented, I have to make a decision based on people.
I mean, you're saying you have seen things going down. I mean, tell me from on the Patrick Manning now, what?
Chalk and cheese. Chalk and cheese, chalk and cheese. It's very, very different, and I say that with no apologies. There are things that you're seeing now that you would not have seen in Mr. Manning's time. And I mean, they're two different leaders, so I'm not saying they're supposed to be the same. There's different styles of leadership, but at the end of the day, the vision was supposed to remain the same, and that I have not seen.
Right, and what position you held in the PNM and the constituency?
I was the personal protocol officer to Mr. Manning. I was the area manager for Monrepo, which is why I had to be here today. I was a campaign PRO for St. Joseph when they went up against Ian Allen. I also worked on the Faizabad campaign in 2015. I was the elections officer and education officer for Party Group 3. And yeah, so I held at least 6 to 7 positions. I've been in politics for 26 years. And I want to say this, a lot of people are saying you cross the floor, you change your mind, you're a traitor. If you go to sit at a table to be fed and you're no longer being fed, your conscience is supposed to tell you when to walk away. I am not one of those sycophants. The right thing is the right thing, as Swappy said. At the end of the day, it's about representation and it's about people. When I was the area manager for Monrepo, you hearing the same cries? Mr. Manning gone, we still hearing the same cries? No, something had to give. Something had to give.
All right. So there you have Wendy Lewis, and she's giving her take on why she has moved over to the other side of the UNC, and she's supporting John Michael Allen-Bocas, otherwise known as Macamillion, who is very, very popular in San Fernando. And I tell you, they say, if Macamillion and Dev get together, the idea of Brian Manning, he can't win that seat. I know I'm telling you. That brother is a roots man. He on the ground. He walks the ground. They love him on the ground. He's a grassroots man. You understand what I'm telling you? So nobody with a chin up in the air and the head up in the sky ain't going to beat him once he get our ground moving. Right? Therefore, going on morning, you get a show this morning. I know the power all the fellas have down in Sando. So the PNM got to look out for that. But on the issue of Wendy Lewis, the big article that broke coming out of that story is that Patrick Manning's widow, of course, Hazel Manning, refuted the job claim. Now, in the video there, Wendy Lewis mentions several portfolios that she apparently had under the PNM. And in a Facebook post, while she did not mention Lewis by name, Mrs. Manning sought to set the record straight. She said, allow me to clarify a matter that's been brought to my attention following a media clip circulating online about the background of a campaign manager representing the UNC in San Fernando East. The post or position of personal protocol officer under my late husband, Patrick Manning, simply did not exist. It never has, and it never did. To say otherwise or to claim to have represented, advised, spoken for, or worked with my family is simply false. She added that the individual in question attended a short course in which she came into contact with her firm. Hazel is founder and lead consultant of the leadership firm 2, a consulting agency. This individual was never retained by me, my late husband, or my sons, and has never had any standing with the Manning family or served remotely as our representative, the post said. This attempt to misrepresent history is unfortunate, and I ask these claims cease immediately. I hope this is helpful in setting the record straight. Okay. So she's challenging this position of personal protocol officer. I believe in the clip there, if I heard correct, Wendy Lewis said that for her, supporting the PNM ended with Mr. Manning. And then she went on to talk about the two leadership styles. And she said that, look, don't get me wrong, it had different styles of leadership, but chalk and cheese, right? So I guess we got to get a little more in-depth with that to find out, you know, exactly what she meant like that. If it ended with the Manning era, or if it ended with the Manning era because she was this protocol officer working closely with Patrick Manning, I don't know. I can't claim anything there, I do not know. But my point is this. She got over to the next side because she wasn't happy with the leadership that she got on the other side. All right? And Mrs. Manning is saying, listen, it simply didn't have that position of personal protocol officer under Patrick Manning, so I don't know what she's talking about. This is our whole back and forth now that is currently engaged in social media. All right. Then you have the Diego Martin members that resigned. That's our next big thing, the UNC Diego Martin members that resigned. UNC Diego Martin Northeast executive members resign. Now, if you read past the headline, you will understand that this is like, you know, when you're a little child and you carry a football to the playground and everybody picking and they like nobody don't want to pick you, but you are the football and you get vexed and take your ball home, right? Yeah, that's what this is the equivalent to. So these members, apparently these executive members resigned because the coalition of interest that has been formed by the United National Congress, PEP, and the unions, they decided that the PEP would contest 2 of the Diego Martin seats, and I believe Port of Spain North, right? So because of this, the Northeast executive members resigned because they vexed that Pep was selected to run for those seats. But here's the irony in it, right? So people taking the headline and they're running with it saying, well, UNC is about time them pack up and think, but it have a fella named Philip Watts. If you all know who Philip Watts is, Philip Watts is the workhorse, or was the workhorse, to my knowledge, behind Foster Cummings, within the La Horquetta Chalparo seat. And for Philip Watts to jump ship and go over to the next side is a significant move. That's no small move, because he's a very, 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 very prominent person in that community. But putting that aside, my point is this. You have people jumping to this side. We've seen UNC people jump to the PNM side. We see a whole break-off of people gone to form NTA, and in the past you had the COP, and all these things happen in politics, right? But to take your marbles and go home, right, is just a bit childish, if you ask me, especially when the UNC, and this may be their fault, because they haven't properly put resources into places like Diego Martin East, Northeast, Diego Martin Central, Diego Martin West, because maybe they haven't put proper resources into Port of Spain, right? So you can't vex when, and Lavanti and these areas when people only vote in one way, when if you do have a presence there, and you've had 9.5 years to have that presence. But nevertheless, the executive in Diego Martin Northeast, what progress have you all made in the time that you all have been there? So if I was the political leader of your party, you wouldn't have had to resign, I would have fired you. Because if you appoint people to do a job in certain constituencies, which is gather support and so on and so forth, there must be a progress report. But election after election, you don't see it. Now here's the thing with Diego Martin. Now, Diego Martin, people perceive it to be this PNM stronghold. It really ain't, eh? It really ain't, because Diego Martin is a kind of mixed constituency, where you have the lower end, the middle class, the upper class. So you have a lot of different types of people that live there, right? The problem is that the middle to the upper class people believe that they're outnumbered by the lower class people or the PNM voter, right? For the most part, right? I can tell you this because this is what residents have told me. And they said, for that reason, they really don't come out and vote. The last political party, if I remember well, that got those people to come out and vote was the COP. And the COP, in getting those people out to vote, almost beat the PNM, including Dr. Keith Rowley. In 2010, Rocky Garcia went up against Dr. Rowley in 2010 and must lose by about 300 votes. So it is a constituency that is up for grabs. Why the opposition has not put more resources into that constituency over time, I don't have the answer for that, but they should have. However, the executive members resigning, this is par for the course. If it was me, I would have said, well, yeah, all you go all the way, pack all your bag, that's all your pants and go. Right? So you have that happened. There was the other headline with Pep that you put up there, and my good friend Janice Lemon-Cricky is actually going up to contest Diego Martin West. Janice, good luck to you, my darling. But understand this. You'll be treated like everybody else. All right? I know you. She's actually part of my committee for, she was part of my events committee for the Christmas party. She assists me with Run Stefan Run, things like that. And Janice will be contesting Diego Martin West. I wish her the best. She's a very, very good person. I have never had a problem with her. She's very kind, very approachable, and, I think she's a great person, a human being on the whole. Whether or not that's going to resonate with the people in Diego Martin West, I can't say. And then you have the NTA. The NTA, apparently, they were on a walkabout, and well, over the weekend actually, the NTA announced that they have no manifesto. They will not be presenting any manifesto for the election, saying that, this is a document of promises. Promises that, a lot of political parties in the past have not kept. The PNM, if you look at the PNM manifesto, coming into the last 10 years, those 2 terms, if you ask them how much they achieved from their manifesto, maybe 10%. Right? I have said in the past, and I stand by it, that a manifesto to me is most so. I'm not too sure if the position of not doing a manifesto is the ideal thing, or at least putting out something, so that people know, well, this is what you're offering. But anyway, those are some of the things that took place in the politics over the weekend. Those are the things that I have the time to cover because we got to take our first break. When we come back, we're going to go straight to the phone lines. You're welcome to comment on anything inside of there or anything that popped up for you. You can make mention of it. It definitely on. We'll be back after this.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
Businesses win with lower taxes. Families win with no property taxes. You will win with dialysis clinics. Families will win when we give them legal firearms to defend their home. And the senior citizens will win of having doctors visit senior citizens in their homes. Our children will win with laptops, textbooks, expanded gate, and scholarships.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
That was a paid political advertisement.
It's time to secure what matters most. Your family, your home, your peace of mind. Secure them all with Armor Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Armor Security, powered by Flow, partnered with AllPro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.
Allen's Bakery is a household name, serving the community for over 60 years. Their world-famous currant roll and hard dough are a must. Celebrate your special occasion with your specialty cake made to order. Located at 1109 Nostrand Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, visit their bar and cafe located just next door. Try out the signature drinks with a wide range of dishes to choose from. Allen's Bar and Cafe is your next social venue. Open for lunch, takeout only, Monday to Friday, 12 noon to 4 p.m. Thursdays and Friday nights, 6 to midnight. Weekend brunch from 1 to 4 p.m. Saturday and Sundays. Let them host your next event at the Hidden Gems by Allen's. Give them a call at 718-316-6617 or email allensbarandcafe@gmail.com.
The St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2025 on May 6th. Pure Jazz featuring Mateo Mancuso. On May 8th, Grammy-nominated Jasmine Horn. I remember you. On May 7th, Kingdom Night, Maverick City Music. Gospel powerhouse Tasha Cobbs Leonard. On May 9th, Beanie Man and Bounty Killer unite. Young Brother, Patrice Roberts, Ricky T, The Story. On May 10th, the world unite for World Beats. Nigeria's Ruga. Joe Duet Relay. Summer Walker. The Ultimate Celebration on May 11th. Ronald Boo Hinkson. John Legend's soulful voice. Dance Under the Stars to Earth, Wind and Fire's hits. Purchase tickets at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Looking for unbeatable prices on building material? Well, look no further than Anna Low Price, where saving meets quality. Get half and half gravel for $2,800, 5 bags of cement free, and a pizza. Get red plaster and sand for only $1,800 with a free pizza. Don't miss out on our BRC and cement special, Premium Plus, $63 per bag and $22.05 per pallet. Don't miss out on our incredible block. off today and save big.
Stop waiting for the perfect time. It's now. At Health and Fitness Gyms, we don't just change bodies, we change lives.
Give me, brought me back to life. Give me, brought me back to life.
Every rep, every drop of sweat brings you closer to your strongest and healthiest self.
Give me, brought me back to life.
No excuses, no limits, just results.
I woke alive and no change in my mind, no it had to be God. Yeah, you make your boy and I'm having a hard time. 'Cause I gotta speak it, no covering.
Join us today and take control of your future. Health and Fitness Gyms, where transformation begins.
Anytime you see this man consistent, we gon' be the last man standing. From the time we shake up the band, watching people them start to jam, we'll be the last man standing. From the time we reach on the stage, we gon' mash up everything now. Everything gon' mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up. The whole party gon' mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up. Just call me Mr. Mash Up. Everything I mash up. When I touch the stage, I make the people put their hands up. Yeah, you know we jam rock. That is how we.
On the outside, many of us look healthy, but there could be trouble brewing inside. High levels of bad cholesterol can lead to heart disease, a leading cause of death in Trinidad and Tobago. Reduce your risk with a balanced diet, regular exercise, and Jameson's Omega 369 so you could be in good shape inside and out.
Jameson Omega 369, clinically proven to reduce cholesterol.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest Royal Castle.
Hey! All you let we go Vincy Mass this year! I don't hear everybody talking about the vibes, the all-inclusive party, the Juve, the street parade, and the competitions in Pan, Mass, and Calypso. And don't talk about Soca Monarch, it's real bad. And to top it off, Vincy Mass is easy on the pocket, but it's classy and very safe. So all you let we go Vincy Mass this year is June 27th to July 8th, and we in that.
Book your tickets and accommodations early. For more information, email info@vincymass.vc or find them on IG at Vincy_Mass, on Facebook at Vincy Mass, or log on to www.vincymass.vc.
Let we go Vincy Mass 2025!
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Brace yourself for the 3rd edition of Jazz and Wine, a soulful musical experience that is more than jazz. On Sunday, April 27th from 4 p.m., featuring the pianist known for his dynamic stage presence and passion, Dane Goulston, and his live band, master saxophonist Pedro Lazama, captivating violinist Andre Donowa, the powerhouse vocals of Paula Salandi Green, Kevin Humphrey, and local recording artist Nisa. Also center stage, the dynamic musical ensemble Freetown Collective. This event is definitely more than jazz, creating unforgettable memories. Sunday, April 27th at the enchanting Outdoor Garden Theater, Queens Hall, from 4 p.m. Tickets available at Java Nation, Queens Park East, and online at islandetickets.com or call 737-2373 to arrange delivery. Jazz and Wine. Miss it? No way.
Forget about bucket lists. We want to know what's on your best life list. Vacation, education, renovation, celebration. Live your best life with Island Finance. Visit a branch near you or islandfinancetrinidad.com and live your best life now.
You can depend on Island Finance. Subject to credit approval and documents verification.
Ringtalk Financing is offering you 5% on a fixed deposit for 5 years and over with upfront interest. Contact our central office at 238-6716 or our San Fernando office at 242-9944. You don't want to miss this great opportunity. Invest today and watch your investment work for you.
All right, people, so we're back. We're going straight to the phone lines, like I said. And I ask that you keep it short and sweet this morning because we have limited time this morning. Tomorrow we'll have more time to talk. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Short and sweet.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
I see what about Boston more mark than Chinese playway boy. Up to this morning, she Boston mark. Because why? She said that she get fired as soon as the new prime minister was sworn in.
She get fired?
She put up videos. She said I never know she was working in Ministry of Finance.
Yeah.
But she put up a video. Yeah, she put up a video.
About 30,000 a month. I think it had come out. It is alleged, if I remember well, $30,000 a month or some kind of thing was his salary.
Yeah, she put up plenty videos and she busted a mark this morning that as soon as the new prime minister was sworn in, she was fired.
Well, boy, to each their own, yes, I can help her.
All right, later, short and sweet.
Yeah, man. How you make your bed, you lie in it, what I go tell you. All right, I'll keep it short and to the point, please. Morning.
Morning, Steph.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand why Lavantel have this patriotic love for PNM. Since PNM have been ruling, it's still the same way for over the last 30 years. One of the things that struck me was a few years ago when they wanted to redo Lavantel in a probably the 1% view. They want to relocate. They had some plans and whatever. But Prime Minister Rowley at the time used a word that I believe Lavantel will never understand what he meant. He said that you would rather live like squatters than to be better off. But if they were living squatters, under whose government had them living as squatters for all those years?
No.
I don't believe they understand what the meaning of squatters are or is.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man, no problem. Yep, I'm keeping it moving this morning. Yeah, morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, man, what's up?
Yeah, hi there, man, Stefan. I would like to find the forum is a little open this morning, right?
Well, we had some topics we threw out there, but go ahead quickly.
Okay, I'll be quick, right? First of all, I'd like to tell you last week, Thursday, the jersey that you had on, and the color was nice. Well, let me get to the point here. We talk about Michaela, about her no track record and thing, right? But Robert Ford, right? When he won the election, his track record, okay? That was my second time going to vote. And his track record was that he made the first budget for Trinidad. Is that true? Right, so that inspired me with the track record. Yeah, that is what they said in the campaign trail. That he made the first budget for Trinidad and Tobago. Being a young guy,
but go ahead.
Yeah, being a young guy, that track record is very nice. So they say that he's going to bring back the economy, right? That was very good track record.
Right.
Okay. But when we look at Mike Tyson, if his coach and manager had said, listen, I never seen knock out anybody, he will have never been the best boxer in the world.
All right.
Okay, because
Okay, I get the point. I get the point. I understand what you're trying to say. But let me explain you something. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I have about 50 newspapers. 50. Is there a reason why these papers here? I will make my point just now. Hello, good morning.
Stefan, good morning.
Good morning, my dear. Go ahead.
Morning. I am the short and sweet queen.
Of course.
Listen, when you hear this, my grandfather always used to say, when you see ram goat walking, going with the bus rope, leave them, let them go. That is for all the people who jump in all over the place. Okay, I go on.
All right, no problem. My point is, I have 50 newspapers here. I could go through these 50 newspapers here and not find one article where, with everything that's going on in the country, if I find 2, I might be lucky. Whereas as a political leader and somebody who wants to potentially be prime minister has said nothing. And that's the difference. You must have a position on issues that are affecting the population that you want vote for you. That's my point. Morning. I have nothing against the individual personally. I'm just saying you must have a position. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, my brother.
Silly season they call it, but performance beats old talk any day.
But of course.
And the opposition right now is indicating what they will do, things that they have done in the past, and how they intend now to carry it forward.
Yeah.
The government who is in office, who has been there for the last 9 years, cannot say what they have achieved. And they're still blaming the UNC from since 10 years ago. So you had 9 years or 10 years to fix things, and you can't do more than. Instead, you open buildings and that are already complete.
Right.
So the people who are there now have to understand, you have to put the best candidate to win. It's about winning. And after you win, then positions will be granted to anybody across the board. But the idea is to get into office. And we already know, I ain't going to point no finger at nobody. We already know the performance of either side. The other small parties on the side already mean that if they get 10 votes, they get plenty. So we ain't going to worry about them. So the people who leaving and going from either side is because they're disappointed they didn't get position. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Trinidad is the important thing, and people listen to this. Trinidad and the future of Trinidad is the important thing. Whoever sits on the seat, it doesn't matter. Let us get Trinidad and Tobago going, so our futures, our children's futures, and the future of the entire area here must be improved.
Yeah, man.
It will take some time, but we need to work in that direction. And remember, performance beats old talk. Look at the performance on either side.
Yeah.
You have a good day.
All right, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, a potential leader must have a position. If you don't have a position, then how could you come and tell me and show up when the bell ring and say, hey, I here for you, you know. But where was all the time? Morning.
My name is Stefan, short and sweet.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
I'll link it to the anti-Guardian article from some years back when Mr. Manu was ill.
Yeah.
And within the article, the speaker of the lady said the show just now. Okay? And secondly, I see the launch of the PEP rally, and a former Georgian, Brendan Botts, former head boy, I see going off at Diego Martin seat.
Yeah, Brendan. Yeah.
Brendan Botts, right? Yeah, okay.
Brendan, what's going on? Yeah. All right, my brother. Yeah, Brendan is our former Georgian. You know we Georgians. You know we go support you, Brendan. Yes, our Georgian. Morning.
Yes, Stefan. Morning.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
It's a simple thing, you know. It's only the UNC could remove the PNM. That is it. It's a simple thing. Only the UNC could remove the PNM. Listen, if you're happy with where the country running, you vote PNM. If you're not happy, vote them out. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
You enjoy your day, brother.
Yeah, and I saw that the NTA is putting The NTA is contesting 15 or 16 seats. 15 or 16 seats, which means you have no intention of winning the election. But then again, in a three-party system, 15 or 16, depending on the seats, if you were to... Morning.
Hey, Stefan, morning.
Yeah, morning, go ahead.
Stefan, you understand still? One man is up the PM and one man holding on to the political leader. What kind of Mickey Mouse game is that going on?
Yep.
Eh? What kind of Mickey Mouse? And anyhow, Makela Pandey supplying 41 candidates. Eh? And even though she already put
She have 41 candidates?
Yes, 41 candidates Makela Pandey going with.
She have more candidates than Gary Griffith. Gary Griffith has 15 or 16.
Yep.
Huh. Okay.
Right? And I will tell you something. I prefer to go with she.
Based on what? You're gone. You see, when you're saying you prefer to go with... Based on what? Show me something. Something. Based on what? Morning.
Thanks, Stefan. Morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, now, let me tell you something, eh? While the vast majority of Trinidad and Tobago sitting with their fingers and toes crossed, hoping some miracle happen for these politicians to come together to remove the PNM, politics in Trinidad and Tobago recently, I don't know if people paying attention, it recently hit an all-time super low where a leader of a political party take a very toxic, raucous, cussbud person off a TikTok and put them as a candidate to vie for the seat of San Fernando East. That is the best. So it have nothing like selecting the best person for the job.
I know you're talking about now.
It's all about, and listen,
I know you're talking about madness.
That person even cuss up the leader of the same political party and say she don't bid, she don't do this. And you take that person to represent, you want to bring something new to the people, and you take them and put them as a candidate in Sanford. This place is going crazy. We hoping to unseat the PNM, and that is what people often we are listening to.
Yeah, man. All right, so I got to go to the break and I got to get to Eden Heights, but let me tell you something, because we want to hit things on time this morning, so I have time to talk about the next topic coming on the end, right? But listen, if you are going to select somebody, always stop playing games and being petty with foolishness. If you have performance records on every single individual that is offering themselves up to run this country. If you are going, this is not, let me tell you something, this is not a kindergarten game going on here, you know. This is no kindergarten game going on here, you know. Is 4 consecutive years of murders skyrocketing in Trinidad and Tobago. That's where we are. You ain't even safe in your own house. This is not a time to play games. This is our time to be honest. I myself have to be honest. I have sat here for 11 years. And that's the difference I was trying to show the caller. I have been here for 11 years. Talking my talk, sharing my opinion without any fear, without any favor, without anything like that. You feel I don't know it, people as blacklist me because of my position? Me not afraid all you, me and care about all your rocks, so that can't stop me from saying what I believe to be the truth and being honest with the viewership of the program. But I have been here for 11 years doing that. And there are some people that just want to spring up and show up. During the pandemic, I was the only man sitting here going in the next direction, challenging everything. I put my job on the line. You understand what I'm telling all you? So in terms of when the population, the people of Trinidad and Tobago are being oppressed, or there is a perception of oppression, or they are being treated unjustly, look for the people that showed up for you. So when you want to choose an individual who has been nowhere to be seen or nowhere to be heard, you have to be insane. Because you're making a decision based on what? And I said it in a TikTok video and I get criticized for it, because people come after me. But I do afraid all you. All you want to come from me on TikTok? All you know is me. Look now, man. All you have to be kidding me, yes? But my point is, oh God, all you going to do that in the middle? No. Well, oh, sorry. I don't understand it. All right. But I'm going to come to that. Let me get Edenites before I come back and I deal with that. Well done there, Chris. You're walking. Right? All right. Come back to me. I'll come to Edenite. My point is this, people. There are many options. Some options or some people that are being put before you is what you call side dressing and distractions. I'm telling you, you have to look at this from a realistic standpoint. A realistic standpoint. What is a realistic standpoint? I said it to you all already. The United States of America have 330 million plus people. They have a two-party system. Trinidad and Tobago are 1.4 million people, but we have 5 or 6 parties going up in an election. It's either one or the other. And if you don't believe that, or you don't understand that, you're fooling yourself. And be careful about how you fool yourself, you know. Be careful how you fool yourself. Because after April 28, depending on how you decide to go about your business, don't call here to complain. I know I'm telling all you, because I myself will take a different route. I will just bring in entertainers and have a whole entertainment show and talk about sports. I will turn this into a sports and entertainment show. Get tired. Right? Because I can't do this for longer. I know I'm telling all you. It's the same, we need, and whether your choice is A or B, it has to be from a position of them performing and holding them to that performance. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I am tired of going around in a circle for 11 years, every day, every 3 months, every year, talking about the same problems that this country facing probably since 1962. I don't know if the rest always get tired of it, you know, but I exhausted. I would really love to see Trinidad and Tobago progress, and I would really love to see somebody emerge that could take us to that progress. Whether it is Stuart Young and the PNM, or it is Kamla Persad-Bissessar and the UNC, or it is Gary Griffith and the NTA if you want to go that way, or it is Michaela Pandey and her party, or Kissel Jackson. Whichever one all you want to choose and go hard, you know. Because if you go halfway, you might end up in a hole that you can't dig yourself out of this time. Eden Heights. Eden Heights Clinic, one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. And they offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb bagging, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. And they also offer consultation services, including live blood analysis, diabetes, child counseling, supplements, detox programs, arthritis, sport injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, knee, shoulder, back pain, and more. So get in touch with them now and determine which service is the right choice for you. And you could visit any one of their 3 locations in Trin City, Chaguanas, Tobago, or you could give them a call on 640-8985 or 613-7571. You could WhatsApp them on 493-9196 or email them at edenheightsdistributors@gmail.com. That is Eden Heights, and make sure and check them out today. One other thing that I want to tell you all about while I'm hot under the collar here and I have your attention, could you run me the Levi Mohammed video, please? I want you all to take this in. It's 1 minute and 3 seconds long. Please take this in. Please listen to this video because we want to get as much support for this young man as possible. Give me Levi Mohammed, please.
Moment of your time. I would like you to meet. Hey everyone, please give me a moment of your time. I would like you to meet Levi Mohammed, a brave 12-year-old boy who's been battling leukemia since he was 8 years old. Diagnosed in 2021, he fought hard and went into remission, but the cancer came back in 2023. Now, after a second relapse, his best option is a bone marrow transplant. This kid's strength is unreal, but the treatment he needs isn't available in Trinidad, and it's going to cost more than $500,000 to get him care abroad. Here's where we can step in. Levi's family has a GoFundMe. Scan the QR code on the screen right now or check Team Levi updates on Instagram for a link to help. You'll also find banking details below in the caption. Can't donate? No problem. Share this video. Every view gets us closer to the goal. Levi's a fighter, but he needs us in his corner. Let's rally together and help this incredible kid get the life-saving chance he deserves. Thank you very much, everyone, for sharing and supporting. Have a fantastic day. Hey, everyone.
Synergy TV, we have decided to come out and support this cause for Levi Mohammed. I will say more on this as the week goes along, but there is a benefit concert on March 27th. There will be performances by a wide variety of people. A lot of entertainers coming out for this concert, and I want them to know that we appreciate that. We're in a year where I myself, Stefan Ron is going to contribute towards 2 children charities, and we have a 12-year-old that needs help. Serious assistance. All right? We're talking 500,000 US. Come back to me, I want them to see my face. It is ironic that we are in the middle of an election campaign. 500,000 US is 3.5 million TT dollars approximately. Millions of dollars are going to be spent over the next 40 days or so. And all it would take is for one financier to redirect $3.5 million of the money and say, go and save that child. But that won't happen because that's the reality that we live in. Because power is more important than that for some. And that's where we come in. Because we don't need his $3.5 million to save Levi Mohammed. We have a population of 1.4 million people. We have a working population of about 800,000. We have between 400 and 500,000 people that working and living above the poverty line. So if we work that at 400,000 people, right? That's roughly, because we might want a little extra, you never know, $10 a person. That's what it would cost you to save Levi Mohammed. $10. You understand? So if you didn't know about Levi Mohammed and you didn't know about his benefit concert, I want you to pick up the phone right now and I want you to call somebody, call your friend, call your family, tell them about Levi Mohammed. Let them know about March 27th and let them get ready with the $10. And if they want to contribute more, fine. The live stream will be on Chibes Music on Facebook, Chibes Music on YouTube, and Synergy TV. All right? It's Love for Levi, and donations can be made to the Royal Bank of Canada. Account holder Marissa Ali. Account number, I'll give you the account number here, 11 Yes, now, people. Take this account number 11000000 235 2902. Okay? Now there's another account number that I could put there, but that's for US. I think that is US dollars. What I gave you there is a TT dollars account. All right, now we will get it on the bottom of the screen. Fellas, we could get that in the ticker tape from tomorrow? Okay. So we'll get that in the ticker tape from tomorrow so that you could see the account number and all the information coming across on the ticker tape where you're seeing good morning, waking up has never felt so good. All right? But we got to take the break. We got Eat Nights coming up. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Trinbago wins, Trinbago. Everybody wins, everybody wins. Vote for peace, vote for love, vote for hope, vote for change. When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Trinbago wins, Trinbago. Everybody wins.
That was a paid political advertisement.
Why don't we just run away?